So, look at those skies, and my mom is headed out to grill herself some steak. She gonna get rained on. This is typical, like, summertime weather down here in Florida, where it looks like that, and then you get a nasty storm, but then the weather cools, and everything's fine. But it's technically the beginning of fall. There she goes. And I have more to say on the weather. But first, just wanted to show you. Oh my goodness. Can we, like, I don't know, zoom in on her? Hold on. Okay, look at her go. Grilling a steak. Oh my goodness. Life has been crazy and insane. You wanna know what else is crazy? Just a heads up, my hair and my skin. Okay, I look like a mess. You must forgive me as I'm about to show you my face. So be prepared. Ooh, I'm trying something different. Is that good? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But hello and welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Mallory. If you'd like to become one of my pals, it's super simple. Hit the subscribe button down below. Ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And, well, there's like a hurricane or tropical storm or something coming the middle of the week. It's currently a Sunday. And we're like, do we stay here? Do we go to the East Coast? No one really knows. It's just crazy and insane. So I'll keep you posted with the weather and any other thing and any other things that are exciting or important or newsworthy in my life. That's right. I put salt on my PB&J. There she goes. Oh my, it's fuzzy. Ooh. So it's raining, and she left the thing open, the top of the grill, and she's trying to make some mashed potatoes for herself. And she looked out the window and saw at least behind us, the back of the building, it was raining. She's like, oh no, it's raining on my meat. So, anywho, yeah, I put salt on my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I put salt on pretty much anything and everything. This is my mom's lovely room. I'm sure you might have seen it before. My hair is crazy. I haven't bothered to brush it today. I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. But, you know, like the saying, great minds think alike. So in my head, I'm like, well, people who are pregnant, as it gets closer to their due date, like they'll pack a hospital bag because you just never know when you're going to go into labor and like you need to go to the hospital. And so, like, we're really not sure what we're doing because, like, we're not sure what the storm is doing. Here's, like, a nice line where you can see my scalp. It's not some kind of fun barber design. It's because I'm losing hair still from my head. But anyways, my mom came into my room and she's like, you know, women that are going to be in labor, they're about to give birth, they pack their hospital bag way in advance, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm tracking. So she's like, I'm going to start just packing some stuff up, like a little bit of toiletry maybe, like my medicine, like organize them all in the little, like, pill organizers and stuff. And she's like, we can always, if we're not going anywhere, we can always put everything back and away. But she was starting, like, you know, to be prepared. And so when I was lying in bed, because I barely woke up, and she came at me with, you know, this is where we could go, this is what we could do, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you want me to make a decision? I just opened my eyes barely. Like, I still gotta see what's even happening with this and how I feel about it all. And so, at the very least, I started to make a list because I'm like, I don't want to forget things. So if it's written down, I don't know. But things are looking good. But then, you know, you just see what baffles me about my hair. Side note is, like, I have these, like, whatever this is, like, is it new growth? These really long, like, baby hairs. Is that what we're calling this mess? But then there's, like, bald spots. Like, there's so much of my scalp. And for those wondering, I haven't tried Trevicott yet. I'm just, my mom was like, I use the shampoo and the conditioner once. Clearly, I need to use it again just to, like, wash my hair, because, like, I don't want it to go to waste. And I feel like it did a good job of, like, you know, keeping my hair from getting, like, greasy faster or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it did something, but, like, I don't know. And my mom was asking me if I've been using this stuff. And I was like, I'm nervous to put, like, the serum or whatever it is, like, on my scalp because it has capsaicin in it. I don't think she fully realizes, like, what that means and, like, how many, like, where it is on the Scoville scale. And I do not want to get that in my eyeballs. Don't think that would be good for many reasons. Once I accidentally got tea tree oil in my eye. Oh, no. Probably mentioned that in a video. So I don't want to repeat myself. But I am getting, like, low blood sugar. So I am going to eat my PB&J. And we probably will check the Weather Channel a little bit. And then put on some mind-numbing reality TV. And just take a deep breath. There are some things I do need to do. And I do want to show and share that. And it has nothing to do with the weather. Just everyday life. So, like, I really need a facial. I kind of want, like, a massage. Or, like, a back facial. I don't know. I just want someone to, like, deep clean everything. I want, like, a scalp, like, treatment. A good scrub. A little TLC up in here. I need a haircut. This is sad. There's just a lot, but we're gonna, you know, wait till we have not weather that's not crazy. And I think now the entire state of Florida is in a state of emergency, where a day or two ago only like 24 counties were. I think the governor, is it the governor? Has declared all of Florida. I think mayors decide county to county. But I don't know, like, I know things, but also I forget very easily. So I keep checking Mike's weather page on Facebook. That's my go-to for everything that I need and want to know. But I do also check, like, the local news and the Weather Channel. Anyway, I'm just like, good night. Let me eat, perk up a bit. And, yeah, I will see you when I see you. Let me show y'all something. This, I don't know if you can see, happens a lot. Ooh, this is not, oh, can you see that? It is raining while it is sunny. This is, like, the funniest thing ever. I remember the first time I saw this, and I was like, how? It was like a bright blue clear sky, and yet it was raining. I'm like, where is it coming from? How does this happen? But anyways, we've taken, there we go, cushions off the lanai. I don't know if I've ever shown that. I almost called it a snowboard. That's a surfboard. Cushions. The furniture is still out there. I don't know if you remember, I did a reel on my, hello, if you can see my reflection, on my Instagram. I was gonna call it Irma, but I feel like Irma came when I was still in New Jersey. There was that one. We dodged Dorian. Every hurricane that came after Dorian did not come to Florida, thank the dear Lord. But unfortunately, it did affect other people. I can't remember the name. Was it Elsa? Because I remember playing from Frozen 2 the song Into the Unknown, because really, like, the storm was so unknown about what was going to happen, and nothing happened, but, like, I prepared. I say my mom. She does a lot of the heavy lifting. And, like, we brought everything inside. I'm just gonna zoom in because it's a bit messy up in here, but maybe you can get the gist. This is a transport chair that we've been renting for honestly what feels like forever, but if we're gonna be realistic, I think there's so much on here. I think I've had this chair. Here's my cane. This is the only hurricane I want in my life, okay? Ta-da. Oh, Squeaky, that's catnip, okay? She now has stairs to get on and off the bed. Sometimes she uses it, sometimes not. Let me try to give you a better view of that. So, this is going back, getting returned. Did you get rained on?
Yeah, I did. So I could only get one burner to light. So luckily it was a little piece of steak that I could just fit on the one burner.
Yeah.
But I think I took it off too soon.
Ah.
I think it was warming up in that plate there a little bit. I mean on the pot. Oh, it's very tricky. So I did get wet. But it's only like a trickle out there. Oh, you know, normal.
Yes.
Normal rain, not car wash rain.
Yes.
So that's good. Oh my God.
You know the surfboard?
Yeah.
That you hung so beautifully outside?
Yeah.
Well, I called it a snowboard.
Oh Lord. You got the disease.
We live in the state of Florida. And what universe does it snow here? We get snope, but no snow.
We do get snow. This is true. Where'd your sandwich? Oh, you got it.
Is that it?
Yes, we do get snow.
Beautiful sandwich.
Ask any Bentley convertible owner that goes down 3rd Street and doesn't know, and they park unsuspectingly under the snow-blowing lamp, you know, like street lights.
Yeah.
They don't know it's there, and they've got their $450,000 car.
My emotional support water bottle is glowing.
They come back from dinner and it's filled with snow.
Just a baby. Squeaky. Squeaky.
Oh, bottle of water might give you
Hello, Squeaky.
stroke or something. Okay, now I'm good. I know where
My goodness. Say hello to everybody. Oh, she's so cute. So the rain has stopped and it's all clear outside. We're back to blue skies, white puffy clouds, and at some point, obviously, the sun will be setting. We got this lovely view. Pardon that. And that. And that. It's just some packages. It's delivered, but I'm so thankful to be living in paradise. I mean, hey, I cannot complain about any of the views out of any of the windows. So, yes. If you're happy that I'm happy, then give this video a thumbs up. We're gonna see what we got going on. I'll show you some things because there's some things I would like to show you. And yeah. I mean, just look at that view though. Oh, too zoomed in. We got some lovely sky and the reflection of the sky off the water. Like, come on. Beautiful. There's a story here, which I want to share. It's not my story necessarily to tell. It's more my mom's story, but I'm going to share it anyways. So, obviously people panic buy, and if there's snow coming up north, blah blah, gotta get the bread and milk. Where down here it's all about getting the water bottle, and also like the bread and the peanut butter and the non-perishable stuff that you can live off of. And so the day that there was buzz of a storm coming, do y'all want to see these or my face? So the day that there was buzz of a storm coming, my mom had no idea. She got up early that morning, went to the grocery store to pick up my prescription. The grocery store at that point was fully locked and stocked, had everything a person could need. Then later that day, she got word that a storm was coming. So she went back out, and there was the shelves, they were empty, and she went everywhere. Costco had nothing. The grocery store had nothing. When she had to go to Home Depot to get some buckets and maybe other stuff. I don't quite remember. And so these bottles of Smart Water, which I love the taste of, and there's electrolytes in here, which I need. So I just and make them all facing forward. I'm anal like that. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Smart water bottles. Oh my goodness. So these, I don't know what you're seeing. Those, are just all loose by the different registers, and my mom was putting them in her buckets. And I need to sit down. My arms are getting tired too. Oh lordy. So use my own body as an armrest. She was trying to grab as much water as she could, and she's had a shopping cart just filled with those individual water bottles. And she's calling me, and she's oh my god, how am I gonna get you water, and blah blah blah. And so there's a food service place. It's like a grocery store, but also it's more catered for restaurants perhaps. I don't remember all the details. All I know is when the pandemic happened, they opened themselves up to the public. Otherwise you would need to have a membership like you would at Costco, but you'd have to have a certain type of business to prove that you qualify for that membership. I don't know if that made sense or not. So it was 8:15, and my mom's people aren't gonna think this is a grocery store. No one's gonna think to come here for water. Let me just look. So she parks the car, walks up to the door, and sees it closes at 8. But there's a gentleman working, probably, the people cleaning up, ready to go home and whatnot. And so she waves, flags him down, gets his attention. And so he, walks out to say, sorry, we're closed or whatever. And my mom was I see that. All I want to know is, do you have water? And the guy was like, yes, we do. We open up tomorrow. It was either like 7 or 7:30 in the morning. And he kind of warned her, like, this water is going to go fast. So, like, if you're planning on coming here tomorrow morning, like, you better be here, like, early. So she's like, thank you. I have a daughter who's really sick and needs to drink 90 fluid ounces a day. And he's like, all right, come with me. The store closed at 8. It was 8:15. This gentleman did not have to do this, but the employee at this fine establishment, I don't know what we're gonna call it, it's a food service place, let my mom in and like, directed her to where the water was, and I think in trying to swipe a bug off of me, I accidentally hit the stop button. Anyways, the guy directed my mom to where the water was and was like, help yourself to like however much water you need. And then she was able to pay for it, come home and feel like she could breathe a sigh of relief a little bit. She did call me and she's like, do you drink this type of water? I'm like, yes, I do. So, we're both, I think, still in shock over this guy's generosity. Like, he could have easily been like, ma'am, we're closed. You'll have to come back tomorrow when we open, but I can't guarantee you anything. But instead, it was like, we're closed. Oh, you have a sick kid. Like, come. So, people are just so lovely, kind, and helpful down here. I know Florida gets a bad rap, like, a lot of the time. But whenever there's something good, like, I'm gonna share it. So, that got me thinking, because while Florida is getting lots of rain this coming week, that doesn't mean the rest of the United States of America is. So I did go on Amazon and I did order more water, because that is the one thing that will not go to waste, because I do have to drink like 80 plus ounces a day. Some days I manage to hit that 80 mark. It's hard. Some days I'm lucky if I'm like hitting the 60 fluid ounce mark. When you're working on increasing your salt intake and your fluid intake, it's not an easy thing to do, especially when it's something you're not used to. And I just have a hard time when I first wake up, like, to just start chugging water. And it's something I gotta work on to like keep being hydrated more throughout the day. Because what ends up happening is I drink a lot of water at night, and then when it's time for me to like get comfortable in my bed and try to wind down and hopefully go to sleep at a somewhat reasonable hour, I mean, I don't know why that's so hard to do. You keep having to get up to use the bathroom. So let me show ya some things. Ta-da-da. So this core water, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cases, and I'm really zoomed in here, pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, and there's 3 across. 3 times 4, y'all can do the math. But I just wanted to show you perfectly balanced water. It does say it has electrolytes and minerals, so thumbs up. Hope this, crossed fingers, thumbs up. Let's just hope that this works, right? I do like it. I mean, hey, it's water. It ain't never gonna go out of style. Yay! We have a heavy box I'm gonna open from Amazon with my bare hand. Maybe not. Maybe I need 2 hands. So I found this. I have had this water before. Oh my god, this is heavy. Overachieving H2O electrolytes. So this is a 23.6 fluid ounce. I fill up my smart water bottle, which is 32 fluid ounces. A typical smart water bottle is 33.8 fluid ounces. A regular water bottle is 16 point, I want to say 8 fluid ounces. And there's 24 bottles in here. You either can get like a large one, like to me that's decent. Large like a smart water bottle and get like 12, or do like a 16.8 I believe, and get like a 24. But I wanted more fluid ounces and more bottles, and I found this. Looky here. This is too heavy for me to bother, so we're just gonna put this aside for now. So, oh my goodness. Ooh. Ow. Kneeling on tile floor. Wouldn't recommend it. So I mentioned that the transport chair, sometimes when I say that, people are like, what? I'm like, you ever heard of a wheelchair? Yes, okay, we'll call it a wheelchair. The one in my room, I do need to clear that off because it's gonna get returned. Not anytime soon. We have to wait for the weather situation to be all situated, so on and so forth. I'm beyond out of breath. So on and so forth. But I feel like it's one of those now or never moments for me. Like, while it's in my head and while I have barely just enough energy to clear it and like move it out of the way, I'm gonna do that. But you might be wondering, why is it being returned? Well, the answer lies in this box. Another fun fact, that's my television, that's part of my television. That is a light fixture for my bedroom, and I've been patiently waiting for those things to get hung, and they have not been hung yet. Don't know when it'll happen, but I'll be eternally grateful when they do. Love this. I had no idea it would come with a butterfly on the box, but my Nova has arrived. And I'll tell you more about it in one moment. Okay, so the transport chair, it's a rental, and we've been paying X amount of money per month to have it. And I've been picturing, my hair is nuts. I've been picturing my life long term, and I cracked my mom up. I'm like, I want to do the BYOTC. She's like, huh? I'm like, bring your own transport chair. There's been plenty of times in the past where I needed like a wheelchair in the airport, and you need like a SkyCap person, whatever they're called, the people that help you out in the airport, to like wheel me. And I'd rather come prepared with my own, because I do plan on at some point in the future trying to fly on an airplane again. And I think it would just take a lot of stress and pressure off of me knowing like I come with my own equipment. There will come a day in my future, I don't know when, where I might attempt the Disney parks again. And long before I was going to become like a wheelchair user person in the parks, I was already going to look into other ways to help me navigate the parks by not having to wait on long lines and go through like this specific process that has escaped my brain with Disney. But you know, why like try to be interviewed and go through all this stuff when a lot of what I deal with is invisible? You can't see it. How's any, like, people, if they don't know it, they're not going to believe it. It's hard to get a doctor to understand you, believe you, and diagnose you. So I'm like, I'd rather just be OTC. Bring my own transport chair with me anywhere. I go where I could need it. I do see myself using it as like a walker, in the sense of like I'm pushing it, like I'm holding the handles, and taking walks in cooler weather, like up and down my street. And if I want to go further and I'm too tired or exhausted, or become just slightly symptomatic, if sitting down and having my mom push me and wheel me alleviates those symptoms, then we can keep going. But if not, then I gotta turn around and come back home and lie down and take care of things. So I've had my eye on the Nova. Your Nova has arrived. I've had my eye on it for quite some time, and it was like going down with like how many was left. Like there wasn't a lot to begin with, but there was like three left. And I had this long conversation with my mom explaining how part of my healing journey is to alleviate all stress and anxiety provoking things. And there were like a month ago, I don't remember, right? Brain fog is real. But my mom was saying like, we're paying monthly for this chair. I think it's time to return it. And I panicked on the inside. I was like, I'm not ready to let it go. And it's come in handy for other things. You see it, at night I put my phone on there, the iPad, my eyeglasses, it's like my second nightstand. I do need to clear off my nightstand though. My grandma, my aunt bought her this thing. I gotta ask her what it's called, but you attach it to your bed. It has all these little like pockets so you can put your little knickknacks and whatnot, so your nightstand isn't so clogged. But yes, it's come in handy for two things. But there was just this like, I'm not ready to let it go. Like, what if we need it? I know a lot of medical places like have these things. Airports have them. Like, you can rent them at Disney. Like, a lot of stuff's already like, I don't know what. Did you hear that? ALAX. The Amazon Echo Dot. Just started talking and playing some Barbie game with Barbie herself and that bright, hi, I'm Barbie type voice. It was nauseating. I couldn't get her to shut up. Anyways, I was talking about transport chairs, anxiety, stress, and so I told my mom that Manova, the supernova, we can pay, instead of paying it costs X amount of dollars, right? And instead of paying all that up front, you can pay monthly, and with 0 interest down, like 0 APR, like all that. Like, it's just whatever it says, like that's what it is. There's no hidden agendas. And so when I told her what the monthly payment would be to pay it off within 12 months, so a year, it actually turned out to be cheaper than what we were paying. And then when I went to check out, it ended up being a tad bit cheaper than the original cheap price. So with that to say, it was kind of a no-brainer, and I said I'm not gonna marry myself to this thing and use it for the rest of my life. And yes, I do have my walker, which does come in handy at times, and so does my cane. I'm very fortunate that I've reached a point in my healing journey where I can navigate the condo without any mobility aids. I do take my walker to the gym. On the rare occasion where I am beyond exhausted or dizzy or something a little funky, I'll use my cane at night if I'm trying to navigate from my mom's room to my room, because it is a bit of a walk for me, which sounds silly to some people. If you know the route, it's really not, but it feels like it. And then there's just one day where my mom was out running errands and doing things, and I was home here by myself with Squeaky, and I just wasn't feeling the greatest. So I said to myself, better safe than sorry. Don't want any accidents or incidences. So I did use my walker, and I do use my walker as a seat in the bathroom. I did use my vanity stool, but sometimes I need to like put my legs up on the vanity stool, so then I sit in the walker and put the brakes on so I don't go anywhere, and I'll like brush my hair or, you know, stuff like that, even though I did not really bother brushing my hair today. But I do want to open this and like get it all together and show you what she'd be looking like. I know that's not proper English, but it's also got like these giant staples in the box. So I'll probably have to like wrestle with it off camera, and then when all is said and done, I will show you. So this is Nova, my Nova, out of the box. I will show you what it looks like once it's all put together. It is hot and muggy out here. Thought I'd take a break, show you the sunset and Bob the flamingo. He lives in a plant. I named him Bob because he's usually when it's windy bobbing. Ta-da. Voila. So there's these little wheels. I guess if you want to like do a wheelie, I don't know, I guess if you needed to like lean back, you have that support. That's something that my rental transport chair doesn't have. There's big thick wheels. So here is like the handbrake. So if I was, do I even know English anymore? If I were to be sitting in this chair, I needed to put the brakes on. Boom. That wheel is not going anywhere. But if someone's like pushing me, there's these handbrakes with little reflective lights, and those are familiar with like, you know, bicycles with brakes like that. When I push that up, you'll see that goes down, and then that wheel can't go anywhere. So this is the back, and she's beautiful. We go up, there's this ASMR for you, Velcro pocket. Like put knickknacks in there if I wanted or needed to. The logo, which is lovely and colorful and has a pretty butterfly. I wasn't expecting anything to have a logo like that, but you know what? It's fun, it's funky, it's groovy, it's hip. I'm here for it. Oh, okay. Let me do this. Also, a difference. So the rental did not have those extra wheels. It didn't have the handbrake, just this type of a brake, and it didn't have its wheels that were this thick. Moving forward, the wheels in the front are smaller than the wheels in the back, but still thicker than the rental. And also, in the front is this strap. So when your foot is on here, your heel. So when you're trying to get in and out, like your foot, even though this is textured and stuff, like your foot can't slip, or if it were to slip, it can't just like fall off. So that's something that the rental did not have. This one and the rental both had seatbelts. I never really needed the seatbelt, but if I did, the rental, that seatbelt is not gonna fit me. I like how this is a big one and how it's adjustable. For now, okay, wait, hold on. Oh my goodness. So, these go up. This make my legs look very long, but look at how pale I am. Gross. You can, keep running myself over, but I'm trying to demonstrate how I scoot with my feet. We can go forwards. We can go backwards. that's one thing that I feel like this chair is higher up than the other one. Yeah, I'm like sitting up higher and I kind of like that. Okay. My other thought is that I would hold it and it was two hands obviously, and then I could just walk and use it like a walker. I feel like it would steer better. But it's two hands. And there's only like, geez. I think there's only like one major, it's not even major, like hill. Because what's nice is to have these handbrakes. So if I were to be like just using this as a walker and I feel like it was getting away from me, I could easily stop it in its tracks. It's cushy, but I might want to put like another cushion. But also, I would only probably do that if I was going to be sitting in this for very long periods of time, and I don't see that happening. But yet, I still see this being a meaningful tool in my life. And I ordered like some stickers and things to decorate the sides. I don't think the other one has these little plastic, I don't even know what you call them. Nice cushy armrests. This is like bad weather's coming / I got a new transport chair video. Yeah, I am like gonna put a thing on here like slightly different, but how I have on my my pinky finger. How I have on my walker like a little tag with my name and my condition. One of them. Or on my backpack, I have a medical ID card there that you can get my information if you need to save me. That sounded a little weird, but hey. So the same company that I got this from, my ID and the thing off the backpack, you can also buy stickers. So I got one to stick on top, no, on the back of, we flip this, and it says Pride, because I mean, it's me. How could I not? But it's like something, you know, that's got a little clip, and you stick the card in, and then on the back, it'll have like the thing. I think that's the plan. I still got a lot to figure out. But let's do a heart rate check. We're at 107. I got up to like 108, 110 when I was pulling like this out of the box and trying to get it together. And just standing. I'm just standing. Look, I'm standing. And I feel like I'm gonna fall over in my heart rate. But watch. I'm gonna take a seat. I have sit. I'm now legs a little, here we go. I'm now sitting down. And the heart rate. Oops. It's gonna be recalibrating. This kills my arm to have it in this position. Arm is now 99. Because I'm sitting. Oh my goodness, let me rest my arm a minute. Hoi. We're out for a little ride. Because there's a bench. So, keep an eye on the heart rate as I go lie down on this bench. $89. Oh my goodness. 84, 81. Bingo. Here's your winning lottery numbers. Here's an extremely unflattering angle of myself. I'm very tired. I wore myself out. Just trying to put that transport chair together. And I could go to sleep. Good night. I'm going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just know I should probably drink more water and go like rest on the couch. So, but this is not a cute angle. I like old lady sometimes. Now that I sat back up. 94. Yes, my hair we've established. I have to assume this is like new hair growth. But also, like, why does it still fall out? The mystery, the never-ending mystery. I have a lot of never-ending mysteries, but what is gonna be ending is this video because I wore myself out. My arm hurts from doing things that normal people do all the time and don't go owie. And I'm exhausted and a teensy bit thirsty, getting a smidge hungry. All I could stomach for dinner was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I might be making a snack that's a bit of more substance than just like a handful of pretzels. But before I bid you farewell, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the chair in all of her glory. She might be a little slimmer than the rental, but at least I fit in it. And I'm not too heavy for it. And it is beautiful. And you can fold it up nicely and it's easy for transporting since it's a transport chair. There's this young couple I recently discovered on YouTube, and the young lady has a lot of issues and she's working on trying to get her diagnosis, and she had to travel for work, so her husband got her a wheelchair, like a proper wheelchair, and it was like this like bright fun blue color, and I thought that's probably a bit more like tricky to travel with than one of these. So there she is in all of her naked glory, because I do plan on decorating her a little bit. Even though she's not going to be used as much as the walker or the cane, she will get used. And when I'm out there rolling, I want to be rolling in style. So, with all that to say, I thank you for watching this video. If you've made it to the end, if you do have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can always leave those down below in the description box. If you want to know about things more, like in more real time or whatever, then you can follow me on Instagram. I have 3 accounts. They're all in the description box. The comment section is where the rest of the stuff goes. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't know if I said description box, but my brain. And it's a vacation. I don't know if I said description box twice. I meant comment section and subscription box. But if you're still trying to figure it all out while you're down there, you can also thumbs up this video to welcome me back, or say hi with a thumbs up, or just show your love for this channel. Subscribe, because I know lots of you watch my videos, but you're not subscribed. I have to read the algorithms, so you might want to hit that button and definitely turn on all your post notifications, because unlike the rest of the people on the internet, I don't have a proper schedule. Life is just crazy. When it happens, but when it does, you're not going to want to miss it. So make sure you have all that turned on, and until next time, keep it quirky.